I want to show you my favorite omelette that takes 45 seconds. The pan on the heat. Tap it, crack it, whisk it. This is something that my kids love, something that I like to do for breakfast, brunch, lunch, midnight munchies. I've grated some nice cheddar cheese and I have some toast. So let's do this. You can see that the pan's got nice and hot. We're gonna go in with a little bit of oil. We're gonna go straight in with the eggs. As soon as you've done that, move it around. Look at it. It's like little perfect silky sheets. The cheese goes in like this and it will give you the most amazing flavor and seasoning. We're done now. It's finished. And I take my toast. I'm going to show you that we've created the most incredible texture, like a croissant, like puff pastry. What you've done is create potentially the most amazing omelette in the world. Look at that. Gooiness and deliciousness. That is my silky omelette. Good luck. I'd love to give you a breakfast or a brunch that makes me truly, truly happy. Yes, it's just a humble sandwich. I look forward to it all week. We start off with a lovely roll. I do like a roll, a little bap. I'm going to use some mushrooms. So in the spirit of the full English breakfast, I love it, I love it. So avocado, nice ripe one. I'm using a sausage. But you could use pancetta, bacon, streaky, normal bacon. You could use halloumi if you wish. So get your heat on. How do you rush cooking a sausage? Let me show you. Grab the sausage by your hand, get a knife and very delicately and carefully cut down the skin. Once you've done that, just take the skin off like this. The way to speed up the cooking is just to push it out like a patty. So I'm going to go into the pan and just push that out. 2 sausages. So that will now cook in about 3 minutes. So I'm going to wash my hands. So you can already hear the sausage sizzling. That is the sound of breakfast. The mushrooms, just cut them into centimetre slices. I quite like to cook them without oil. It brings out a different flavour, right? A nice nutty flavour. So just put them there and they'll toast up, they'll be delicious, and I'll show you how to make them amazing in a little bit. I've got the bun here, which we're just going to cut in half, and I'll toast that in a minute. Pick yourself a nice avocado. If your avocados are hard, then just put it in a little paper bag or a little corner of the kitchen next to some bananas, and that will help ripen it up. So you only need half an avocado. Put the spoon in here like that, and then just take it out. Perfect. Then what you can do is then slice your avocado like that, and just kind of fan it down. Lime is very good for really bringing to life the avocado. So just squeeze that over the avo, little kiss of oil, right? And this is going to taste amazing. If you have a little look in here, it's just kind of drying up the mushrooms. Let's have a little look at our sausage. Let's turn it over, see what's happening. Yeah, that's doing nice things. Now, as you're cooking the sausage, if you've got any like sticky bits here, you can push the mushrooms in that, and that's just going to make them delicious. The one thing, the crescendo, or the semi-crescendo to this is 1 egg. So we're going to go into a bowl, whisk it up. I want to show you how to make a little silky omelette. And then I'm going to take our little buns here, and I want to toast it because this sausage is now cooked. So push the mushrooms to the side. We'll put a nice little roll in. So let's build this up. Get your toasted bread. I've just done a new chili sauce. Ancho and cumin, very, very tasty. Put that around your beautiful bun. Then get your sausage and put the sausage on top like that. Then get your mushrooms. Now when it comes to the pan, literally just give it a nice little rub out like that. You can give it a little kiss of oil. And if you've got kitchen paper, don't do it with a tea towel. Use kitchen paper, just sort of rub it in like that. Then we come in with our eggs. Pour it straight in and just ooze it around, right? And it'll be cooked already, okay? So we grate in our red Leicester or our cheddar. Angle the pan off the heat now. And if you see how I just flick it, right, it's called a silky omelette. Can you see how delicate that is? And that, my friends, will be a thing of joy in this special sandwich. Avocado goes on top. a bit more chili sauce, the bun on top. So there you go. That is my little handheld thing of beauty. Get yourself a little serrated knife. Let's get in there. It's a thing of beauty. Oh, get in there, you dirty. It's naughty, it's messy, and I love it. I'm going to show you how to make beautiful French toast, but I'm going to give it a massive twist. We're going savoury, not sweet, and I'm thinking breakfast, brunch, lunch, a snack. This is a dish that makes me so happy because it's easy, it looks amazing, and people just love it. What we're going to do is go with the normal kind of eggy French toast vibe. So I've got some lovely free-range eggs here. Look at these gorgeous colours. Then I've got some crumpets. Now you can use white or brown bread, but actually crumpets are amazing. And the thing I love about these is the holes. And the question is what goes in the holes. So I'm going to put one egg into a bowl. As usual, a little pinch of pepper, but I'm going to spice it up with a little chili. So finely sliced, just a teaspoon, that's all you need. They will go into the holes of the crumpet and give you a little surprise. In we go with the chili. So I'm going to show you how to make this for one, but of course you can times it by 2, 3, 4. We'll grab our crumpet, and if you look at the texture of that, it's spongy, it's got the holes. That will go in to that egg. So just move that around and let that just soak up all the beautiful chili egginess. Now, I want to get a pan on a medium-high heat. And then I want 2 lovely rashers of smoked bacon or pancetta, right? So you've got the lovely savoury crispiness. And we'll get it in the pan and we'll let the natural fat render out. And that will be the beginning of flavour to cook the beautiful crumpet in. So as that comes up to the heat, I want to show you the best little hack ever. The best little hack, right? Get yourself a liquidizer, get yourself a jar of regular jalapenos in, jalapenos? I don't know how to say it properly, but you know what I mean, jalapenos. Get yourself a regular jar of jalapenos in vinegar, right? Put the whole thing in your liquidizer. Grab yourself a little half bunch of mint. Mint and chili are best friends. Simply rip off the top like that, okay? So you can keep those stalks for boiling potatoes or whatever you want. Go in with the mint, just put the lid on and simply wazz it up. Noisy, but immediately we've got a little salsa that we can use on all kinds of cooking. Look at the color of it, it's brilliant. But also we can pour it back into the jar, whack it in the fridge, and that is a brilliant thing. So, cheat salsa, done. Let's turn the lovely bacon. The important thing here is the fat has come out, and that'll be the thing that flavors our lovely French toast crumpet. The twist in the tail is Parmesan, right? You can use cheddar cheese if you want, but get a fine grater and do long strokes into a pan, just a little bit bigger than the crumpet itself, right? Then go in with our amazing crumpet on top of the cheese. The little bit of leftover egg we can put on there like that. Let me show you the quickest, easiest little kind of salad ever. Just a couple of little tomatoes, avocado, run your knife around it, click it out, a nice ripe one. So just slice up a quarter of that avocado, and I'm gonna dress that with a tiny pinch of salt, a little bit of lemon juice or lime, kiss of olive oil, tiny bit. If you wanna put a few more herbs through there, so we can go just a few leaves with the mint. So look, you can see this is at about 1.5 to 2 minutes, right? But what I want to do, and be confident with this, and even if you do it wrong, it doesn't matter, right? Because it's still going to be delicious. I use a palette knife just to push. Can you see how the melted cheese just starts to move? Like a little skirt. Get this under and pull it up. As you pull it up, this happens, right? Come and have a little look. Right, that's what I call a crown. This is the funkiest, coolest French toast ever. You literally let it cool for 20 seconds and then just gently turn it over, right? For me, this is what brunch is about. It's like being interesting, not boring. The only thing I like to do now is just crack a little egg into here as an optional. Little pinch of pepper. So let's serve this up because this is really good fun. So look at that. Here is our royal French toast with a crown. So I'll whack that onto a plate. I've got the smoky bacon cooking here. And again, as that cools down, it will kind of stay set in that round kind of shape. I'll just dress the avocado, mint and tomatoes like that. With the egg, it's been very, very simply cooked. Just get under it and we're just gonna flip it, okay? Just leave it for a second. Then we go to our lovely chili sauce. Simply just put a nice little pile like that. Gorgeous. You can just run your spoon just down it like that. And that egg, I'll just cook nicely, you know, just so it's kind of oozing. So I'll stab it with a fork, give it a little push. Come on, yes, you know it. Bacon on top. Maybe take a bit of the bacon and kind of crumble it over the top. That is gonna eat so well. Come on, man. Look at that. My twist on French toast. Crumpets rock. Right, let's get in there. I'm salivating. The Parmesan works with the eggs. The chili works with the Parmesan. Everything just links. So good, so easy, and so much fun to make. Enjoy. Hi guys, hope you're well. So I'm going to give you a recipe for special scrambled eggs. So delicious, so easy. This is one of the recipes from my brand new cookbook, 7 Ways. Now in this cookbook, I really wanted to write the ultimate modern day cookbook. So every chapter is an ingredient that I know most of you guys out there have every week in your fridge. So this is from the egg chapter. Get yourself a big pan, get it on a medium-high heat. I'm gonna start with an onion, get a standard box grater. We're gonna make a really beautiful onion chutney and then a quick onion pickle. So it takes about 5 minutes to do. We're gonna go into the pan with a little olive oil. I'm then gonna go in with most of the onion. Make a really quick little onion jam, just leaving that amount there. I'll go in with some salt, and over the course of a couple of minutes, it's gonna start to caramelize and get really sweet. Over here, I'm gonna do a quick pickle. Just a little tablespoon or 2 of vinegar will start to kind of pickle and cook, change the onion with a little bit of salt, move it around. You can see it start to change color, that beautiful purple color. So pickle and a nice little jam. So just move the onion and the spice around. Because you've grated the onion, you've given access to the natural sugars, so that will start to almost jamify. As it's doing its magic, I want to go back to the box grater and show you a beautiful way to get the most incredible expression of tomatoes. Now, you can use chopped or tinned tomatoes, and it's delicious. But what you're gonna get is a really fresh tomato, sort of greenhousey taste, which I love. So look at that, beautiful tomato pulp, smells amazing. So just push the onion to the side, go in with the tomatoes, that's 2, and I'll grate the next 2 as well. So what we wanna do is just cook the moisture away from those tomatoes, and it will happen pretty quickly in a big pan like that. So we'll go in to the pan, and we can turn the heat up now, and just really take that down to be a nice, thick, sort of fresh tomato sauce. And we can mix the onions into that. The flavor will be extraordinary, and that won't take long at all to get thick and delicious. So look, as that does its magic, I've got 2 rolls here. So I've got 2 nice brioche buns. You could use any bap or roll you like. And then we want 4 nice, large, free-range eggs. Look at the yolks. Beautiful. And then all I want to do is get a fork and mix that up until it's nice and smooth, no bits. And then if you look in the pan, very quickly, those beautiful ingredients have cooked down to kind of like a homemade chutney. Push the tomatoes to one side, and then I'll get my buns and push it into the pan. It will pick up some of those tomatoes, and that will kind of like catch and sort of char into the buns. And we want to bring these back to temperature and get them nice and golden. So look, as that's doing its business, I'm gonna use coriander, literally just cut off the top, nice and easy. Use the stalks for another dish. So look, let's check the buns. Let's have a little look. Look at that, nice. I'll take some of that tomato and I'll spread it on like that. Look how shiny it is and delicious. It smells amazing already. So I'll put this here. It's just fun, easy, and exciting. And then with the coriander, just be single-minded about it. Straight in there, quite a lot of it. Then just grab the buns. The heat from the bun will start to wilt the coriander. Now you can see I've left a little bit of that tomato in there. It's catching a little bit. I'm doing that on purpose, okay? So the lid on here like that. All I'm gonna do now is cut this bun. In we go. Homemade spiced tomato chutney, you know, loaded with coriander. Now it's actually off the heat at the moment. There should be enough residual heat in this pan to cook those eggs beautifully. So we want the scrambled eggs, in my opinion, to be delicate, rippled, little silk sheets of gorgeous, curdy scrambled eggs. Get your spatula again. I'm just gonna grab one side, and can you see how it just kind of pulls in? And as it looks like it's cooking, I kind of start to move it to one side, and that slows down the cooking. See in there, we've got little corked bits of tomato. You know, they're silky soft, nice cooked bits, little ribbons. That will be a thing of joy. So the scrambled egg is done. Get just a little bit of this garam masala and sprinkle it from a height. We can just take a nice load of pickle and put that on the eggs. And the juices, that little bit of vinegar, also is joyful. Something a bit different. Get yourself a little bit of the old bun. Texture, crispy, soft. The gorgeous flavours in there. In with the egg. Bit of the old pickle. Eye it up. Wink to the missus. So there you go, guys. What a fantastic little recipe. There's 7 recipes in every chapter, celebrating a great everyday ingredient that you've probably got already. I hope you like the book, and go on, have a go at that. Get cooking, have fun, and enjoy. Guys, okay, so I'm gonna give you a great recipe that I would love on Father's Day, is Eggs Benedict. I'm gonna give you 5 versions of Eggs Benedict. The classic with smoked ham, then smoked salmon, and then grilled mushrooms for the vegetarians, and then we're gonna have a nice posh one with dressed crab. Then, number 5, a classic that we do in barbacoa, burnt ends Benedict. Okay, hollandaise sauce. It starts with 2 eggs and remove just the yolks. Then I'm going to use some butter. I'm going to put a pack of butter in here, guys, and we're just going to melt it. Here I've got a pan, about 1 inch of water. Put the bowl on top. Add a little tablespoon of white wine vinegar. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, a little pepper. Okay. So as you whisk, it's going to start to double in size. Slowly add in the butter. If you don't whisk constantly, it will split. So at this point, let's take it off the heat. I'll remove that then. Now, in kitchens, we make that at the beginning of service, and then what would happen is maybe an hour later, someone puts it on a higher heat and it splits. So it's quite a vulnerable sauce. So a brilliant way to stop that is just get a good old-fashioned thermos flask. Put boiling water in and preheat it, and then pour that away. And this is the best place to put a fantastic hollandaise sauce. And just pour it in. It's gonna stay warm for 2 hours. Sauce, done. So guys, let's talk about eggs, right? One of the ultimate eggs is a double yolker, when you get 2 yolks in 1 egg. Fantastic, but we can't wait for luck. So let's make it happen, right? And I'm gonna show you how to not only guarantee the perfect poached egg every time, but also guarantee double yolkers, and it's really simple. So we're using heat-proof cling film. Get a little bit of olive oil, so we rub that on there. Then we get our bowl. Put that underneath, and then just use your hand to push the cling film in. Then we get 2 gorgeous eggs. These are lovely free-range organic eggs. And in they go. And then simply all we do is pull up the sides, and we're just gonna squeeze the air out and then tie it in a knot. It couldn't be easier. So let's take these eggs, put them into simmering water. So while that's cooking, let's talk about flavors. So first up, dry grilled mushrooms. And when you dry grill them like that, they go nutty and completely different flavor. Next combo, smoked salmon. We've got the ham. You know, this stuff is nice and normal, right? We've seen this before, but let's just kind of play that story. Then we've got crab. You can just get it and you can dress it. So in with olive oil, in with chili and basil, a little squeeze of lemon juice, mix it up, and it will be divine and delicious. Let's explain the last one. Burnt ends is all the end bits of big pulled pork butts or beautiful short ribs of beef or any of the barbecued meats. And then we just dress them in a bit of barbecue sauce and that's it, right? Next, my eggs. They've had about 8.5 minutes. The mushrooms here are ready. And with the mushrooms, very simply, you know, they're cooked and they're dry and they look a little bit uninteresting. But if you put nice extra virgin olive oil on here, right, a pinch of salt and pepper, and again a squeeze of lemon juice, and even a little parsley or something like that, this is going to be a thing of joy. One more thing, spinach. Just put it in that griddle pan, just wilt it down, and you literally just need 30 seconds. Again, just a little kiss of olive oil and lemon juice and seasoning, and that's all you could possibly need. Beautiful. Look at that. Done. So now I'm going to take my buns. You can toast them if you want, but not too much, I'd say. You want it to be spongy, okay? Lovely extra virgin olive oil. Let's have a little bit of that. Very, very nice. Then we're going to go on with the smoked salmon first. Beautiful. The next one, we're going to go ham. Good quality, dry, cured, smoked ham. Lovely. And then the spinach on there. Then a few little bits of those gorgeous mushrooms. Let's pack it in. Then we're going to go the crab. Really nice. And then the burnt ends. Amazing. Right. So then we've got the eggs. Just simply cut off the end like that, and then you can just grab this and pull it up, and it's not going to break. It's beautiful. This is the end of the story, guys. Hollandaise sauce over the top. Thick and rich with that little bit of acidity. Mushrooms. Oozy egg. Crab meat. Burnt ends. Look at that. The wonderful world of Eggs Benedict. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to get the old man something beautiful for Father's Day, check out the Jamie Magazine subscription. It's fantastic value. Full of ideas, chefs, cooks, artisans, you name it. We pack it into that mag every single month. Until next time, lots of love.